Hello fellow collectors, and welcome to Gashapon Toys. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. And today, we are doing an unboxing on this awesome vintage Dragon Ball Z movie collection cooler. And we also have some Gashapon as well that I picked up while I was out today. So yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, so I have been waiting on this guy for quite a while. He has been sitting in quarantine pretty much, guys. So a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, so he got shipped from the States, I want to say maybe 6 weeks ago, and I think it took 2 weeks to make it across America to Australia, and then it just, yeah, I didn't get any updates, anything at all. So yeah, it's been a month since it actually arrived in Australia, so a little bit unfortunate, but with the whole COVID thing, the post office is under a little bit of stress. Okay, so it doesn't look like we can, oh wait, this might have been open before and someone's glued it back together, because looking at this, yeah, it's been re-glued, so this has been opened before. So, I tell you what, I feel a lot better about opening this up now, knowing that it's already been opened, because, I tell you what, I was debating whether to keep this guy inside the box, because I have started to gain a bit of an appreciation lately for vintage figures. And if they're still in the box, I've been really enjoying just how the card art looks. This is still a little bit newer and not sort of the boxes of stuff I like to collect. But this is really, really cool. The figure I did actually have when it came out in 2003. But I'm pretty sure at the time I hadn't quite started working the job that I actually currently work. So I think I would have been like maybe 14, 15 at the time. Bad math. But yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty sure when I did buy this, I would have been, like, maybe not when it came out, but I know when I bought it, I must have been like 15, because I was not quite working just yet. So yeah, and back then I used to get figures, I'd buy them, and then I'd usually sell them off like really quickly, or I'd get a collection and I'd sell it off once the set was complete. That was kind of how I used to work when I was young. Get a set of something, and once the set was done, I'd sell it off, because I'd done what I set out to do. I collected that set. But now things sort of change. You can always have new things added to a set, like nothing's sort of set in stone anymore. But of all the things I've sold off over the years, this guy I really, really, really regret. Because he just was genuinely one of my favourite figures. He was such a standout piece, and I felt so stupid for selling it because I didn't want to sell it. It was someone older that was also a collector that I really admired. Pretty much convinced me to sell it to a friend of his for his little brother. And I did like a sucker, because this guy was actually, he was kind of my mentor when it came to collecting figures. And he taught me a lot about action figures and collectibles and buying and selling and all that. So, yeah, I was really, really gutted when I did sell that. But it was a nice lesson to learn about that sometimes people don't always have your best interests at heart. And sometimes they will just manipulate you for what they want. So, real standout. Oh my god, I'm so happy to have this guy back finally. Back when I had this, I didn't have a large collection of figures. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I had some Dragon Ball figures, maybe in a box or something, that I hadn't sold. And I remember I might have had like a couple of movie figures like this. Maybe some other larger figures, but like I didn't have a great deal of figures. And this was kind of like a standout piece I had sitting with like my PlayStation and my Xbox back in the day. And I'm so happy to have this back. I have a lot of the other movie collection figures at my mum's on display, and they're cool, but this guy is definitely, in my personal opinion, the best. Broly's pretty cool too, but for me personally, this I think is the best quality, the most accurate representation of a character. Like, all the villains are pretty good in this line, but this guy is definitely my favourite. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see a review for this guy. Throw him on the review stand and do some comparisons with some larger stuff, like some Grandistas and stuff, so you can sort of see how these classic movie collection figures scale. And he's also got his base as well, but we don't really worry too much about the base, because as you can see, it's pretty flimsy. So is he gonna stand with that? Oh. Barely. Okay, so we're gonna have to fiddle around with that and see if that works. But yeah, pretty. I'm gonna lay him face down so he doesn't nosedive. But yeah, pretty happy with that. That was a really good score. Let's get on to these Gashapons, shall we? What's going to be the best way to open these? Yep, razor blade. Alright. Now, I sliced myself up good at work with a razor blade the other day, so I don't want to do that again. So I think what I might do is I might open all of these in one go. Okay guys, we're just going to jump straight into these. I've already opened two now. I will show you them, all the ones I got, once I'm finished opening them up. So I actually scored these, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I did actually score these from Zing. Now, if you don't live in Australia, you're not going to know what Zing is. Most likely. So Zing here in Australia is a pop culture retailer. If you live in the States and you have GameStop, it's very much like GameStop, but without the games. And funny enough, it's actually owned by GameStop. We have EB Games here instead of GameStop, but it is owned by GameStop because here in Australia, when GameStop bought out EB Games some years ago, the EB Games brand was just a lot more recognised than GameStop here in Australia. So they retained the EB Games name. And then, I want to say about 5 years ago, they actually opened up a separate store, still under the same company, called Zing Pop Culture. Now, Zing Pop Culture sell all this awesome, wonderful stuff that's really, really cool. A lot of the stuff I'm guessing you'd find in most specialty retailers in the States. Is actually where I get a good chunk of my Bun Presto figures these days, just for the sheer fact that they are extremely just cheap and easy. You know, like there's a Zing 5-10 minutes down the road, so it is pretty easy to just pre-order my stuff there. I don't have to wait for shipping or anything. It just rocks up at the shop. They call me when it's there, easy peasy. It means I'm waiting less time to get videos out to you guys, which is really good. I went in there today and noticed they had new Dragon Ball Gashapon, and I was sitting there debating grabbing a couple, or, you know, getting a couple tokens. The tokens are $5 Australian each, which isn't too bad, but on their actual Gashapon machines, it had they got a special, so it's buy one get one free, basically. So, or two for the price of one. So for my, what was it, $20 I spent. So originally I spent 15 and got 6, and thought I'd try my luck at getting the whole set in one go. I didn't think I was going to be anywhere near successful, but believe it or not, I actually pulled the first 5 I pulled. I didn't get a single double until the last one, and then when I did the last one, yeah, I got a double. So I went back, got another token, or paid for one more token because buy one get one free. Got a second token, and on the second roll, actually got the one I was missing. So I was super stoked about that, guys. Like, so happy. Really made my day. Like, today's been a pretty good day. Like really good. Feel like I've kind of been on top of it today, like in life. I don't know about here on the video, but we'll see. So, yeah, we've got 2 more to open. And let's... Actually, I don't think we need to open the last one because it is a double. So we'll just open this one because this one's not a double. And the doubles I'm just going to give away to my best friend anyway. So no big deal there. So I'll just keep one of them still in the little thing for him. Wow, I'm actually really impressed. For $20, I got a really sick little Gashapon set. So we might actually use this so you guys can get a better look at them without my ugly face in the road. So yeah, first one, Super Saiyan God Goku, and he was the one I didn't actually pull first try. So he was the one I ended up getting, going back getting a second lot of tokens, and yeah, so really glad that I pulled that, because yeah, I would have been a little bit cut if I'd, you know, not got that after putting more tokens in. And I believe this was my first pull, the Vegeta. Pretty cool. Beerus, looking really good. Golden Frieza, really cool. But I just love that little expression, that's so cool. And then Super Saiyan Blue, and we got a double of that too, so that's really cool. And one we got doubles of is the Whis. His staff is a bit munted, but we'll fix that with a little bit of hot water treatment, and yeah, should be good. So that just about does it, guys. I am super happy with all these little mini Gashapons. Like, I do love me some Gashapon action, I really do, and these are just fantastic. I remember looking at some from this set online a while ago and actually contemplating buying them, and you know what, I'm really glad I didn't, because I'm pretty sure I would have paid something ridiculous for them, like maybe like 100 or more for this set of 6. So wow, really glad I held off on those, because I got them nice and cheap. And yeah, who can beat $20 for a set of Dragon Ball Gashapon out of a gacha machine? Win-win. Alright, fellow collectors, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like down below. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button right there. Don't forget, you can also follow me over on Facebook at Gallet Gun Toys. Thank you as always for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.